So quite a lot of people have asked me, what is a pop-up, what is a residency? So if we're not sure what that means, basically a leasehold is something that you own for several years, you trade under that leasehold, you have rights to that space and you have a contract with your landlord. And there's a lot of people with those kind of leaseholds in London that perhaps aren't doing as well as they would like to do, or they're running out of ideas, or they're having a pause in their trading conditions, and that is what's creating this market for pop-ups. And a pop-up is when you, well, it's officially called a license to occupy for a short-term basis. So you kind of subletting underneath the main leasehold, and you have no real rights at all. You're kind of officially squatting, and the leaseholder and the freeholder all agree to it, and they let you stay there. And so you're really just, I guess it's somewhere between like a long-term rental and an official squat. And it's just a really interesting way that the London market has redeveloped so that new entrants can come in, entrepreneurial startups get a chance to prove themselves before taking on the big responsibility of a leasehold. And a leasehold can be anything from 5 years to 25 years. So that's a wonderful opportunity to have something like that, but also if you can't pay that rent, that's a huge liability, and not every startup can take that on. So I think the pop-up market has been really helpful for Redemption to break into the hottest property market in the world. And then I called ours residencies because they weren't always full-time. So when we started in Hackney, we were doing Sundays, and then when we moved to Portobello, we were in a shared space, so we were there all the time, but it was shared. And then here at Fairley Square in Holborn, we've been here full-time in January, and then Sundays and Mondays ever since. So it's all been quite long-term stuff, and not just to kind of quick pop-ups. So that's why I called them residencies. And I kind of got the inspiration from we get like Defected at Pasha residency in Ibiza. So it's kind of like, it's a long-term thing.